yourself into a missile on that second touchdown. That's the highlight play, but how do you feel like you and Josh are kind of working together in terms of making reads and finding holes and
Right. Yeah, I think down at the goal line, we're definitely clicking pretty well as an offense. Offensive line scoring with their guys, and then Josh has been real effective down there. So those are kind of the big splash plays, but I think definitely Josh and I are working on our consistency. That's a big thing, just being able to make the right reads consistently, over and over again to kind of create a little bit more trust around the whole offense.
When did you first meet him? Was it at the combine?
Or? Yep, we made each other at the combine right before we went out. I went out to run. He was chilling that day.
So. Oh yeah. Is that how a chemistry kind of should be built? Between a fullback and a running back, like how it's gone for you guys. What's key in that?
Yeah, I mean, I think not knowing that we were going to play together and having conversations at the combine and knowing he's a good dude right off the bat is huge. He's a guy he's humble and he works hard, and you knew that right off the bat. So then coming in here, you knew what you were going to get, and going through these growing pains together is huge. Being able to lean on one another, talk to each other, and kind of find comparisons on what we're going through, trying to grow and get better.
I remember us talking on the podcast just about it's cool to meet Clay Matthews, right?
Right.
You're from Green Bay, but the concept of playing in Lambeau, for the opposing team, is it going to be a big moment for you? Do you have to make it not a big moment? How are you looking at it?
Right. I mean, I think the big deal for me is playing in front of the community that helped grow up and help love football. So. The Packers is cool, but I think the people in the stands and the people I grew up with that are going to be able to watch an NFL game, see me go out there. I think that's it's a thankful moment for me to thank them and tell them that it's get to show them how we play football out here in Oakland.
Coach Gruden mentioned that one of the best things he's done is the recruiting call to get you to come here as an undrafted rookie. What was that call like? What was his pitch?
He didn't really have to say much. He definitely brought back the connection we had at the Senior Bowl, and growing up, I knew him from his coaching days in Green Bay. I've been taught all the things he did for that program. So it didn't take much for him to get me here. So talking to him and Coach Bisaccia, I definitely knew this is a place where there's a ton of passion about football here, and that's where I wanted to be.
He mentioned he's been looking for a film of you throwing passes in high school, not just handing it off. Do you have any for him?
Yeah, well, I'll have to pull it up sometime. We'll see.
You still have the Wisconsin helmet with all the Raider stickers on it from the Senior Bowl?
Oh, yeah. It's still at home in the basement.
How many did you put on there?
He got three. He got three on there, so that's good.
Did you put them on there with some force? Or were they
some of them were more emphasized than others, no doubt.
You had a hit in the Senior Bowl where on the Stanford linebacker where it didn't look like he knew it was coming, and you pretty much laid him out, and Gruden came out of his shoes on the sideline. Mm-hmm. Was that a hit you guys talked about afterwards immediately? And
I mean, I think that's something where that shows the passion for football. That's what I want to do for this team, and that's what he wants, and that's what he brings out of guys. So that was definitely an emotional moment.
Whether it's the town's attachment to the Packers or football in general, what's kind of the relationship between that part of the country and that sport?
Yeah, I mean, I think everyone growing up loves football and loves the Packers, so it's pretty cool to have a community that rallies around something so unified. It's a big thing for kids to grow up. You see these Packers walking in the grocery store, and you stop and stare, and it's really cool. So to be able to have that go full circle is huge for me. Just knowing that's where I came from, and to be able to like I said, bring it full circle is going to mean a lot.
Who was your favorite player growing up?
It's a tough one. I was a Brett Favre guy early on, and then an Aaron Rodgers guy. So you love the quarterback for sure.
Were your relatives there, for generations? Did you have relatives that went back to the Vince Lombardi fandom days?
Yeah, I mean, I think you grow up, and that's where my family's from, and that's what they always cheer for. So you get taught, that Super Bowl run in it was 2010. I mean, I was taught, that's a big deal. People celebrated for a while. So, I knew what was going on for sure, throughout, and how much that can create a positive vibe in a community.